Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and we are back again for the second tournament match for today. We have Fear Factory going to be playing against Team Secret. Fear Factory is, I believe, 1-0, and so is the other team, so they're both trying to improve to 2-0 right now and see if they could do so. Tank will be sitting at another early 36%, a pull forward, pounce, and spit land. So they're all going to team up to land onto Coach. Coach will take the brunt of the damage, taking him down to 80 HP. The other two, or other three actually, will all remain 5 punches for the tank. Clap him out. They gotta push to get this tank up right away. Coach is out doing so. Coach is waiting, and there it goes. The first tank of the game. The Charger goes. The Charger misses. The Smoker gets some damage. The Charger gets a fist. Will turn out to be some okay chip for Tank. It'll get some of the survivors out of that 5-punch range. Even gets the final survivor under 5. So all survivors are 4. Tenier is actually going to be, let me see, 2 punches. So we should see pills pop by that person. But we'll go over roster rundown real quick while we wait. Fear Factory is going to be Manzano, Chris, Patu, and Zyko. If I said Patu's name incorrectly, I apologize, because it seems like I want to say something else that's inappropriate in Spanish, so I won't say it as they go in for a sack. And then for Team Secret, we got Lig, Ankri, Tayal, and Bree, I believe. Oh, the tank goes in right away, gets an in-cap already, gets a corner on another survivor. There's another punch. Tank is almost dead, though. He's down to 1,600 HP. They got to kill him right now. He's throwing a rock. He hits the rock. And the need to kill this tank, and that's gonna be a wipe. We were so close to dying. Zyko goes in with the early commit. He does not pop his pills. The other person, for some reason, it was 4 punches and gets in-capped right away. And what a start to this tournament match for Fear Factory. Commits with nothing and gets an in-cap. And that's why you don't play forward when you have when you're low on health and don't pop your pills. He gave him the early cap. It's unfortunate. It happens. And now that's going to have to put Team Secret on the back burner. They have to get this wipe now to make this close. They did a great job on focusing the tank. Took it all the way down to 900 HP before he gets that hit on Rochelle.
We should all grab something.
But it is a wipe nonetheless. See if Fear Factory can capitalize. Kill this tank and make some bonus. Pull goes forward. The Hunter is going to try to make it in. Now the spit goes on to nothing. And that SI attack is not going to do much. A little premature. Maybe they thought there was a chance they can get spawns up again. I can't think they might. And they are going to get this tank up as fast as they can. Charge the first spawn up. Jockey shortly after. And they're going to go right away. Jockey comes from behind. Here comes the Charger. And they're just going to guard back here. There goes the early pull. Oh, they are really trying to do what they can with this. Ah, the Charger tried for a depth charge. Not going to get it. Good attempt, though. Managed to get the bonus down to 845 of 4 commit. Only 4%. Averaging 2% per hit at the moment. From Team Secret. Under Smoker, first tank of the game for Team Secret in the hands of Lightning. I believe that's the only way. You can't have a sub if you're on another team. It has to be a sub who's not on a team. That's the way it works. If they agree on a ringer, of course, that's what it is right now. They land that one boom. The tank looks like he wants to go. He's got some common, and he's going in. He's down to 4K. He gets an early punch onto Ellis, a second punch onto Ellis, a third punch onto Ellis, a fourth punch onto Ellis, and he leaves Zyko, doesn't get the in-cap. Goes for a punch onto Rochelle, another punch onto Ellis, it's DB, another punch onto Ellis, that's an in-cap, and that's going to be a dead tank. They won't get the wipe, but they'll get it in-cap. DB is already broken into. Health, but HP is down to 41%. It's probably going to go up on the pickup. Yeah, it goes back up to 55%.
Reloading.
I mean, as far as spreading the damage, he didn't do a bad job. Leaving Zyko turned out to work in his favor as he popped pills, then encapped him afterwards, which took the DB down 42%. That's just how fast DB goes down when you open it up. Hunter does land. Spit gets blocked. Actually, no, it did spit, but nothing came out. And that's going to be an SI attack down. Smoker dies last. So no Smoker Spitter. Going to be Boomer Hunter Jockey and the Charger. Try to get a good outside view there. As Manzano opens the door in his face. Oh, the Charger lands! How is that not a death charge? How is that not a death? Oh, it's gonna be a wipe! No way! They get wiped! I am sorry, but that Charger got robbed and it ends up to being a wipe. Stumble off the end, and they're not even gonna have a 100-point lead after killing the tank. Wow, no way.
Help!
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to disappoint as far as entertainment when it goes to tournament matches. Unfortunate misplay by Fear Factory and good capitalization from Team Secret. But that is what a wild end, and that is dead center being dead center for you. But nonetheless, they still have a lead. That's all that matters.
Say we pay it a visit.
At least from their perspective, they got to keep the momentum with them. They got about a 100-point lead going into map 2.
Normally,
They at least know that they killed the tank, so tanks aren't going to kill them.
Ain't all that bad.
Well, it's all a thing on momentum. I would say right now momentum is with Secret since they got that wipe. But can they capitalize on it is the question, so we'll have to see what happens. As Zyko and Lightning are swapping sides. Just realizing he was on the wrong side. As we wait for him to rejoin. So a little bit of reconnection. We'll get the tournament back on the way. Riel has rejoined. Now they'll have to wait the timeout. Actually, I don't know if Alpha D Center is able to rejoin. He's not going to be able to reconnect.
Y'all ready? We're going to wait 5 minutes, see if he can rejoin, but I don't think he can.
we'll wait the 5 minutes and see if he can rejoin. Unfortunately, they kicked the player that was on the wrong team. Alright, we're going to take a little break here. I can't send messages on Steam because Steam is bad. Yeah, I accidentally threw the J quote out there. I thought I was typing somewhere and started spamming binds. And since I do have admin privileges on the server, it always lets me know when it suspects somebody of cheating. Even though they don't. As we wait, the 5-minute marker is about to elapse. Sorry for the little delay, guys. Player was kicked, so we're just waiting for their ability to rejoin. Whoopsie. I know Chris is not feeling very well, so they're probably having a conversation right now. And I don't think he can rejoin. I think they're going to have to restart. They're waiting for their 4th person to return. Asked if they can join, but they're not sure. So we take a break. Okay, so we gotta wait 3 more minutes. Alright, we have the 4th, another person is joining. Alright, we got everybody in the game, guys. We're about to get map 2 live. He seems kind of quiet. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Alright, and we are live. Map 2, the tournament match. Less than a 100-point delta separates the team. But Fear Factory will lead off with Survivor since they do have that slight lead of just shy of 100. I think it's 95 points to be exact. It could be slightly short. But either way, it is not much at all. Hunter's going to be pre-spawned. Boomer, Smoker, Spitter are going to be accompanied that Hunter as soon as they see opportunity. And they rush under. And they are under clean. Smoker tries to get a pull. The Hunter gets skeeted. The free spit goes out. And the Smoker is not able to pull Coach off into the spit. And just end up being a 2-boom with some common slaps onto Rochelle. AKA Chris. Chris taking the only common chip from this. Takes 2 slaps. Looks like one common hit him before it was boomed on as scoreboard only states.
Reloading here.
Got to get over that bridge.
Tricap with spit. They have the best hit in the game. Good sack order at least. They do get inside before they can capitalize on it. And now we should see hit as soon as they come out. We know they're going to go in here. All right, they're going inside. All right. Spit's not going to land. The charge lands. Triple charge. Only gets a slam, but the spitter was nowhere to be. The jockey's going to land, get a little bit more damage. But only if the spitter would have landed, that would have been a massive amount of damage on the Fear Factory. Chris taking the blunt of it down to 56. Psycho sitting at a comfortable 84. Manzano at 88 and Patu at 70 or 97 actually. Smoker looks like he wants to go for pulling the back. Spitter and Boomer up as well. Still waiting for a few more seconds for the last spawn. It's going to be 100. It'll be a retro attack accompanied by the Spitter. Spitter is above. And looks like they're going to go over the other way. I don't know if you can go over that way. But yeah, you can. You just got the time to jump. And they're going over that way because it is safer.
Wait, that is not
Tank will be at 48%, so most likely we'll see it taken here. Or all the way back to the safe room area. This is an interesting tank spawn and halfway through the map, and they don't have to drop. Don't even know if they have to go all the way up the stairs. Oh, they do. They have to go to the top of the stairs. Oh, what a tank spawn. Oh, what a ski! Spit gets nothing, but wow, what a ski coming out there. It was a team ski. Manzado and Zyko each body shot it with their shotgun. But the second tank of the game for Secret goes in the hands of Ankre.
This whole city looks abandoned.
And it looks like they're going to stay on the underpass, so whatever side this tank gets the car on, I do believe he should punch one on... No, he should punch it on the left side of the camera, and then go over and get the other one, and then you'll have one on each side. I think that'd be the smart way to go. Oh, and hits it out of play. And they're aware of it, and now they're coming out. Is the tank going to go back for one of the other cars? He is going to go for it. No, he's not. He's not going to go for the cop car. Right, he throws a rock. Right, he's backing up. He's switching over to get the cop car. He is second past 80% frustration. The car is in play. Now he's going to commit over the dumpster, which is probably a smart call. And he is in. And he's going to get the corner on Manzano. Whips his first punch. He's down to 2K. Misses another punch. He hits his first punch now. Oh, the jockey gets shut down. The charger does land. The Hunter gets cleared. And now the tank is going to try to chase to get a hit. Gets his first punch onto Rochelle. Actually, no, I don't even know if he hit anybody. I think he got one. Oh, no, he got 2 hits. So they got 48 damage from the tank. Unfortunate he missed his first punch on the commit onto Manzano. And now they have a 939 bonus after the tank is dead. 50% of the way of the map is already progressed through.
That ain't a happy noise.
So we get the pullback. Jockey rockets in. The spit lands onto Manzano for a tick or two. Another pullback onto Rochelle. Gets cleared. Spitter and Boomer remain alive for whatever reason. Now they'll have a 2-2 coming in. Boomer gets M2'd, killed. No boom comes of that. And now they'll have to wait 14 more seconds for a full set of
We can
spawns.
get up here.
So far, not that much damage.
Hey, I recognize this. That gun store's just up ahead.
Reloading.
924 bonus still sits on the survivors. It's a very respectable bonus.
Reloading.
The tank is dead.
Ah, that's more like
Now they have the best hit in the game. Their sack order was on point. So this is potential for a lot of damage. We saw some interesting tactics with this hit. in the first game. Jockey is in a smart position. Chargers up front. Alright, they block the jock spot, so now the jockey won't be able to spawn there.
So our way's blocked, and the only way we get it unblocked is to get you some cola.
Those are my terms, sir.
Sure.
Here the transition is, they gotta go now. SI is a little late, and they're outside. Hunter gets skeeted, the Charger chases, the jockey is not gonna get anything, and that is a clean take by Fear Factory.
Get ready. Go! Watch out!
Now they get inside the door. Start that event, and they grab the cola.
Look out!
What was the best attack of the game for Team Secret amounts to not much damage. They'll still have 912 bonus remaining. And now they have a
Got the
2-2.
cola.
Oh, no, never mind.
Reloading.
Thought the spitter died out of order. It did not.
Watch out!
It gets popped. Now they'll have a 2-2. Smoker tries to get a pull back, misses. Gets the pull. The Hunter takes the pull guy's target. The Charger elects not to go. Now he's going to go. He gets a punch and a 2 damage stumble. And they'll get the bonus down from 920 range to 874 with the common slaps onto Rochelle, but she puts the soda in. Now they only have really one more attack to deal with for Fear Factory, and they're about to walk in with a girthy bonus of 872. They can hold on to this. 2-boom proxy. Jockey rockets in, trying to get someone from the back. Still not able to get onto anybody. Spit goes on to nobody. A pullback is cleared immediately.
1,000 zombies trying to kill me.
And that was the 2-2 with Jockey Smoker, and that's the worst 2-2 in the game you could get, not mounting up to much of anything. And they are going to walk in with this huge bonus. Smoker misses again. Hunter doesn't even try to delay, and that is it. And they make it in with a 2-chapter score of 1,643. And if you told me they only got 100 and some points map 1, then they would have 1643 for map 2, I wouldn't believe you. But what you missed, Q, is you missed Fear Factory more or less just running through the map. And Team Secret just could not get their SI on point. They were set up in good areas, but when it came to setting the spawns in, it was just... It ended up with every attack, with almost every attack, with them chasing the survivors all from one angle. And if you do that, it lets all 4 guns focus the SI, and usually tends to be no damage. And that was a good example of what we saw in this chapter. So now that they have to go second, Team Secret has quite a bit of an uphill battle here to match what Fear Factory did. They could definitely do it. Let's see what their survivor play will do this map. I believe that Team Secret is some newer players. I don't remember seeing much of any of them. A team from South America. Big on the Left 4 Dead scene. Alright, they blitz outside the map. The Boomer gets popped. That's a nice shutdown. And now they're going to send in front. There goes a pull back. And the Hunter lands too. The Smoker is finally pulled. A lot of damage for just 2 taps and a spit landing. Taking almost 7% of their bonus down. And they're going to get a 2-2. Yes, they are. They're definitely going to get 2-2.
Bridge to the mall's blocked. We gotta find another way.
Actually, no, not the Smoker stayed alive. I eat my words again.
Everybody grab
Tri-cap
a
with
weapon.
boom. Yeah, I am way off on what I thought spawns were
Mall
going to
must be
be.
close.
The Smoker did die. It would have been, but it has not been. Alright, they come through the underpass. They rock in. The Charger lands. Doesn't get a slam. 3-boom. Jock lands 2. Smoker comes at the end, dies. I mean, all considering, it's not a bad amount of damage coming out from the SI.
Come on, man. Stop playing
Reloading!
Get it below 90% bonus.
Over this dumpster.
2 hits, averaging a little bit more than 5% per hit, but they wanted to get the proper sack order for the stairs. And now we have a pause out by Lightning. No pings. Sorry guys, no pings. I was going to see if I could get anything, but nah. Now we wait. Alright, and now we return to the match. A few common claps go on to Coach for being AFK when they ready up. The Charger lands, they weren't ready for it. Gets the slam, gets the spit. They're going to keep him in that spit as long as they can. That's going to be an end cap going on to Lightning, going inside the building by himself. And the other two cappers are able to remain alive, and they run past their teammate to go up and spawn the tank.
Thanks a lot.
Hunter gets shut down. Jockey goes back for a despawn. Zyko's going to hold on to that Jockey.
Oh, man.
As the second tank of the game for Fear Factory goes in the hands of Manzano, aka Aggressive W. Boomer is unsuccessful. Atu tries to get something. That car is in a good spot, so they have one car on the left side. We should see Manzano go all the way back, maybe to the hatchback, and bring the hatchback in play. That would be a wise thing for him to do. No, he's just going... No, I thought he was going straight in. Yep, he is. He's going to go over, grab the hatchback. He's taking a little bit more than 100 chip.
What was that?
And now he has two hitables he can bring into play. He's going to bring over that hatchback. He's not cooperating with him, though. Still first pass. 35% frustration. 5,700 HP. He gets it in the street. He's being pushed, which causes him to go back. Alright, the hatchback is in play. It splits the survivors 3 and 1, but they quickly regroup. He's going over to get his cop car. Repositioning it. Cop car is up and over. It's probably not going to be able to be used. Depends on what the Secret does here. We'll go for a little greedy chip. One cop car to the left. He's going to put the other cop car to the right. They get an early pull onto Rochelle. A little too early there, but another car bounces off the pole. Nick is being really aggressive on this tank. Okay, survivors are separated out 2 and 2. Tank still going for the hittable. He is 3,900 HP. Smoker gets clear. Jockey trying to find a target. He gets M2'd and killed, and now the tank only has a Charger. The Charger does land, though. And now Manzano's going to get a rock on nobody. Maybe tries to get the incap. He does not get the incap. And for some reason, Lightning stays there. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the wipe. Probably going to play rock, see how long he can go. He does get another rock. He's going to try to get the wipe. He gets another incap. It ricochets onto Gree. He only has 20 HP. He's probably killed by that pistol. Rochelle was not shooting the tank. The tank was one shot, Rochelle. Oh, and it's a 2-cap. And they get a wipe on the tank. No way. Oh my goodness. Team Secret looks like they were going to get out it unscathed. And unfortunately, they end up getting wiped.
Don't be leaves, man. Come on now.
The car was not cooperating with Manzano for a while, and it ends up wiping the team. It looked like it was going to be no damage at all from the tank. I really thought it. And then for some reason, Ellis decides to stay behind the car and not try to get over, or at least put himself in a better position to not be able to have the tank hide behind the car and rock fellow teammates.
Oh, God, I hate malls.
But that is a tough glass to fill right there for Team Secret. They had so much bonus up until where the first incap came out, and it just went downhill quick. 20 HP tank gets out and secures the wipe. Alright, as we wait for one more person to return to the team. Unless they are... It's Bray? 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 If I said that name right. Butcher of names. Myself. So we do a quick rundown on what happened here for the first 2 chapters. If you're just joining now, you wouldn't believe what the scores are and how they got there. Both teams got wiped map 1 with less than 110 points. Both teams died. Or less than 200. And with less than 200 points, Fear Factory still managed to put up 1643 for 2 maps. Very respectable map 2. A lot of bonus. And if you were rooting for a comeback for Secret, a 27% tank spawn is what you need for the opportunity. But they need to get a wipe. And, okay, their 4th is now returning. They're about to finish this game any second. And there we are. We are returned. And we are live, guys. Map 3 of this tournament match. Opening hit, Charger, Hunter, Boomer, and the Smoker. We need to see a wipe on this tank. For Team Secret, if they want the chance to mount a comeback, they need to get a wipe and then make this safe room with bonus. They could wipe and make it with bonus. Technically, they can possibly take a lead, but they'd have to own their Survivor round. Hunter is up. Boomer rockets in, gets popped, not going to get anything. Smoker tries to get a pull, they retreat back in the safe room. Hunter will land, Smoker tries, Charger rockets in, just gets a punch charge in the wall.
Reloading.
Hitting the 17 points. Against the Charger. Down slam. Hitting point survive. 3.5% bonus has been exhausted from that opening hit from Team Secret. And now the 3rd tank of the game for Team Secret in the hands of Brawl. And they are playing aggressive. I thought they were going to run back. I was like they want to play Chip on this tank. He is downstairs in a vulnerable position. Boomer gets 1, gets popped. DP chooses, oh wow, he's taking a lot of chip down here. He's already lost 555. 555 is off the tank, to be exact. Alright, this is going to be the commit of the tank. He is down to 4,800 HP. He has a tri-cap for support without the Smoker. Charger is coming in early. The Charger gets a stumble. Hunter lands. Jockey lands downwards. He gets his first punch. He throws a rock. Doesn't get the rock. And now this tank is kind of alone. Nothing to do. Throws one more desperation rock. Doesn't get it. And that is a one-hitter quitter for the tank. And just doesn't seem like Team Secret's SI is quite on point
Got a magnum.
as far as syncing up together.
I hope the food court's okay.
Boomer goes for a boom, not going to get anything. The Smoker tries for a pull. Goes in. Garrett does get the pull. Gets a ding. Gets cleared. Charger rockets in. And dead.
Reloading.
And now that is it for Team Secret, as the Spitter's going to retreat to go find another spawn to help. I don't know why you held on to that Spitter, my friend, because you are going to have a Boomer to help you. And not a Charger. At least they have a Hunter for the Pounce Spit. And the Jockey. They can get a Pounce Spit and get some stumble. Potential to rack up over 100 some points of damage if they can pull that off.
Down here.
Jockey is spawned. Looks like that's spawned underneath behind him. Jockey tries to make. Okay, they get a Pounce up top. The Jockey does cover it. But the Spitter was not even ready. And he falls into the spit. There's going to be a lot of damage on Chris. They are leaving Chris. Chris, Zyko, and Pot 2 all at 50 health and lower. And then you have the show-off himself, Manzano, sitting at a fat, girthy 100 HP still. Taking 0 damage from either the common infected, special infected, or tank.
Keep going.
Are they going to go in right now? They go in early. Charger misses. Hunter gets cleared right away. Jockey lands 2. And there goes a pull. And unfortunately, it grabs onto the escalator, so no fall damage. But Manzano is no longer at 100 HP. It takes a common slap, taking him down to 98. Psycho 71, Batu 47, and Chris at 49. But Psycho had to pop a set of pills, so they will lose 35 points for that. But they still have 1,027. The Charger is coming in. The Charger misses. The spit is late too. The Hunter will land. And that is going to be an in cap going on to Zyko. And just look at the DB munched away. And there goes an in cap. And just like that, they go from 1,027 bonus to after this in cap goes out and pick up all the way below 700. As soon as Zyko pops the pill, 681.
Crazy sons of bitches mess me up.
Reloading.
Great hit there by Secret. They needed it. Jockey is now up first, trying to distract for his teammates. Charger coming in. That Charger is going to be deleted. The Jockey decides to wait. And the Jockey just sits there and waits to do nothing, and now he's going to run away.
Damn it. Go.
I don't know what this Jockey has a big plan ahead, apparently. And it was not helping his teammates as he is going to get shot all the way down to 180.
Reloading.
Let's see what this Jockey saved for. Let's see what he can pull off.
Look out now.
Oh, what a quad boom. Great position. Jockey goes in first. The Jockey lands. Charger misses. They get a pounce forward, but
Reloading.
awesome quad boom. Followed up by only the Hunter getting damaged. Jockey goes in first, gets killed alone. The Charger misses. Hunter gets a couple dings. And they're going to walk in with 663 bonus.
We got goo coming.
They close the door on their face, and they lose an additional 30-some points. But it doesn't matter. Walking in 635 is still good. Jockey gets that student kill. Takes it down to 624. And 3 chapter score of 2,967. And yes, guys, they only had a 200-point chapter 1, too. Yeah, Manzana, unfortunately, is not the closest game, but it was very close after map 1. And it would have been if it wasn't for a 20 health tank getting 2 in caps. Yes, that's right, you heard it. Tank had 20 HP and managed to in cap 2 survivors with 20 HP. And we go live with the second half of map 3. The Hunter is getting melted down. The Boomer lands a 2-boom. The Charger lands. Doesn't get a slam, though. Smoker's going to try to get some scratches. Actually, no, Smoker runs away.
Reload.
Oh, they found him. Fucking Smoker ran away. Fooled me. Now they go up the escalator. Should be able to get this tank up.
Jockey.
Are they going with 2? Jockey gets M2'd. Hunter gets nicely shut down. No speed though, but gets killed. Batu is not happy about it. And this will be the 3rd tank of the game for Team Fear Factory in the hands of COVID Chris. See if COVID Chris can do some damage with his tank. He is not feeling well today, so he gets the name CC, COVID Chris.
Look here.
I was just going to wait here and try to focus this tank as he comes in.
Let's go through here.
Asking if this is what they want. Right, the Boomer goes in and pops. Said they're going to keep this. I like to see the aggressive here by Secret. But I don't like to see him shoot out the window. Look at the aggressiveness on Nick here. Alright, now he's going to be split. Now they're 3 and 1. He's going to chase 1 survivor back. Ancree is, I don't know what Ancree is doing. Chris is now separated. Why did Nick crouch for whatever reason? Now there's going to be a jockey landing up in the front there. He gets an in cap, and there's a jock in the safe room. He gets another punch. There's a pounce on the Ancree. Gets clear. Hits a rock on Ancree. Nice clear on the smoker. Gets another punch on the Ancree. Another punch coming out. And yet another punch. He's not shooting the tank.
Down.
Nick, why were you not helping your teammate?
Use some help over
And Nick
here.
decides to go over and pick up Ancree first instead of the person he was standing next to. He still is not trying to pick up any of his teammates. He grabs ammo first. Now the spit delay is going to come out. And now he's going to run back over and try to pick up Coach. And he's going to chase the jockey down. He gets it.
We can't afford to lose yet. Yet. So let's
You
do
don't
it.
even think I'm
Charger's going to miss. He'll be able to kill the Charger. The Boomer's going to be able to spawn. Probably get an easy 2 boom. He pops the Boomer, but he stops the pickup yet again. Now the Hunter's going to go back to the safe. Nope. He just delays it.
Just say if I did
Hunter,
this,
go back and kill the guy in the safe room. Go kill the. Oh, nope, he does land, but he's got a Magnum. Gets cleared right away. Oh, and there's the smoker to clean it up, and that should be able to clean it unless he could get it clear on that tongue. Rochelle has left the game, and that will be a wipe.